It's now 7 o'clock. We call this meeting to order. Establish a quorum. Approval of proposed agenda. Everything good?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey? Mr. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
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 Approval of the minutes of the previous meetings. Are there any additions or corrections? Or if not, we'll entertain a motion.
Make a
Two.
motion to accept.
Second.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Terrell?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Dillon?
Yes.
Information. Personnel.
No report.
Update on facilities committee.
Okay, I still have, 3 committee, members that, you all recommended that still has not responded, so I'm gonna give them, probably till about Wednesday, and then I'll, make another phone call, see if that's something they want to do, and if not, then I will go on and maybe you all recommend some more people to serve on the, committee. The facilities update, of course, we were supposed to have a hearing next week as well as a mediation, but from my understanding, some things have been postponed. The last I spoke with the attorney, he told me that Terminix were trying to file some motions and things to get things thrown out and pushed out, and they did not want to start the mediation process. He told me to call Terminix and tell them to come out and treat the live termite damage. I did call them. They did not respond. I left voicemail, left a message on their voicemail, and I just documented the process. Baldwin Shell has come out and looked at the roof. I'm still waiting on their report, so I look to get it first thing this week about what we need to do for the elementary school. We called back out Roof Connect for the high school because that's still under warranty. And so they patched up some things and fixed some leaks at the high school. So hopefully, no one told me it was raining in there today, so it should be good. And Mr. Lee has redone the ceiling tiles and things in the building. So that's all on that.
Any question? All right, update on the minority teacher report.
Yes, the State Department requires us every year to fill out a minority teacher report when you have, majority of your population is African-American students. They want to make sure that the teachers that are in front of them look like them. And so this was just a report that I compiled and had to submit today. So I put it in here for you all to see what we, actually, our makeup of our school now, which it is changing. And that's pretty much due to attrition, people retiring, some people leaving. It's not due to us actually hiring more minority teachers, but people are leaving. And so the staff is becoming more minority makeup, and which mirrors the student population as well as the population of the Brinkley School District, of the community. And we also have to tell about the goals of how we plan on continuing to recruit them. I imagine after this round here and they see these numbers, we may not have to continue to fill out this report because it is becoming more in line with our student population. So this may be the last year that we have to fill this report out. And it's just an equity report that we have to do every year per the State Department.
This is the first time I've seen this report. Mr. Harvey, have you seen this before?
Yeah.
I've never seen this in our reports before.
Permanent, we do it every year.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it before.
Okay.
Good. Report on the board development opportunities.
Region 9 meeting is coming up in November. Some of you already signed up for that. It's not on the agenda because we talked about that the last time, but I wanted to remind some people if they hadn't signed up, there's still some time. You still have a few days to get you signed up if you want to go to that one. The ASBA annual conference in Little Rock is on December the 5th through the 7th. So you all let me know if you want to go to that one because we'll need to get your rooms and things like that booked as well. ASPRC and Great Rivers Co-op, they're having a training in Mariana on December the 11th. That's a yearly training from my understanding as well. So that's coming up. Like I said, December, you all just let me know.
Is that the board?
Those are board training hours, opportunity for more hours. So just let me know if you all want to go to those as well. And we can get you signed up and registered.
All right, financial. For Ms. Casey?
Good evening. I'm not Ms. Casey. However, I am filling in for her. The financial for the ending month of September is as following. The beginning balance is $969,203. Receipts from prior months, $298,594.93. Current receipts, $301,793.72. The expenses from the prior month, $363,889.97. The current month expenses, $383,192.73. The total amount available for operating, $882,508.95. The building fund currently has $544,307.62. The debt service is currently in the negative of $12,557.51. And that those negatives that you see and that I will talk about, they are negative because we have not received the money from the state. Once we receive the money from the state, then I'll go in and I'll put it in these various funds. Okay, the federal fund has a negative of $25,039.63. The activity fund has $59,121.37. The cafeteria fund is in the negative of $41,133.23, which gives us a balance of all funds of $1,347,207.57. This is your financial report for the ending month of September 30th. Are there any questions?
Great job.
Thank you.
Y'all heard the financial. If there's no questions, I'll entertain a motion to accept the financial.
Second.
Judge Harvey,
Yes.
Harold,
Yes.
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
All right, on to our action items. Consider the time change to the regular board meetings. We usually change it in October the 6th,
Yes.
6 o'clock.
6th.
6 o'clock. That's fine with me. So moved. Change it to 6 o'clock.
Second.
Harvey,
Yes.
Harold,
Yes.
Major,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Dillon,
Yes.
All right. Consider using the Mid-South Health Services on site.
Yes, I talked to Mid-South after we had our meeting. I had already met with them prior to the meeting. They came tonight, just in case you all had some questions, but we did talk about the privacy of the students. They are bound by FERPA and every law that we are bound by to keep children's privacy safe, like I say, confidential. You have opportunity now to ask them some questions if you want, if that's something you all choose to do. But I think it'll be a good thing for the kids in the event that we have crisis on campus, as well as talking to our children, because as we continue to get children to move in the district, we'll continue to see more and more children that are coming that have problems oftentimes we ask parents to sign them up for counseling and take them. It never happens. So it's not something, not much different than some schools are trying to get it on campus and on site so that counselors are available to talk to them. And that way we can keep them in school and they don't have to try to get them to a counseling service, to appointments and things like that.
My biggest point on this whole thing is the FYI. I mean, I do not want children embarrassed, taken out of class, say they're going to counseling. I mean, that's the most important thing. Because I know when my granddaughter was here, they said, "Where are you going?" And, she didn't want to say, so he was going to kick her out of school because she wouldn't tell him. That's most important. I do not want children hurt and made fun of because they're going to counseling. That's, I'm very, very strong feeling on that. I'm all for the counseling. Don't misunderstand me. I want him to get the counseling, but I don't want him to be embarrassed by it.
How does the process work? I mean, everything is usually pretty, sound.
If I may.
Yes.
I'm Lori Poston. I'm the Director of Children's Services for Mid-South. 20 counties in Arkansas we cover. We are in many schools throughout northeast and eastern Arkansas. The process varies, and we develop that program with your district to meet the needs of your student and your staff. We typically will come in and we only take referrals from your school counselors. We typically work with the school to develop a process on how children are identified. Our approach is typically that not any child who needs some form of mental health services needs school-based. Our approach is in the schools, we want to work with children whose functioning is impaired and it affects their ability to learn and be in the educational environment. To respond, Mr. Ray, to your point, what we typically do is in elementaries, we will work out a way with that teacher to let them know that the child needs to come to the office, and in the high school, junior high, it usually is a little different. They may call down to the classroom and say, "We need Johnny in the office for a meeting or for something." Johnny goes to the office and then they say, "You need to go see Miss Vicky." We make sure that we respect that child's privacy. Some mental health providers are comfortable coming in and sitting with a child during lunch and providing services. We don't do that.
Good.
That is not how Mid-South operates. We will provide services in a confidential office where that child is protected, or we won't provide them on site.
Excellent.
That is my stance in every school. We don't do therapy in the cafeteria. I would be happy to answer any questions. The benefit to having a contract with us is that if we come on site and we are your provider on site, we see all children regardless of their ability to pay. The only insurance we can bill on school campus is Medicaid. If they don't have Medicaid, we're still going to see them. And it's not going to cost the family. We want to make sure that children who have a need in the school to have those kinds of services have access. And
Fantastic.
that's our primary goal.
Great.
Just a quick side note, I was blessed to be appointed to the Governor's Commission on School Safety, and I'm a part of that commission. I'm the chair of the Mental Health and Prevention Subcommittee through that commission, and one of our main targets in that work is to make sure that all students across Arkansas have access to mental health services, but also that all schools have resources to be able to identify students that are at risk. That have issues that might be a red flag for violence down the road, or have a trauma history that needs to be addressed before that turns into some sort of behavior problem. So this is coming down the pipe for all schools. It's kind of just a matter of whether you want to get on board now or wait until other resources come out through the state. But this is what we can offer you. This is kind of what we typically offer to most schools, because we want to make sure that your children are taken care of.
That's great. Thank you.
Where do you see the children at the other facilities? Where are you in a classroom? Are you in an office?
No,
Where are you seeing
It depends on the building. So in your elementary, we work with principal to obtain a designated room, either an office, a classroom that's available. It's not the best setup, but sometimes we've been in a closet that's been cleaned out, but we just want to be somewhere that is adequate, that's ventilated. Some of our closets haven't been well ventilated, but we just want to make sure that it's a space where that child can be comfortable and it's private. We try to engage the families and get them to come to the school as well. We try to collaborate with the school if there's an issue and we need the family engaged in that process. We kind of try to bring everyone together to help that child.
Outstanding, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Certainly.
So I make a recommendation to use Mid-South Health Services on site here and with the Brinkley School District.
So moved.
Second.
Director Carter,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Dillon,
Yes.
All right.
Okay, next item is the 5% salary increase, and you have that in your board report. This has to be approved by the board every year, and it's normally people's salary either go up because they change position, they have extra duties, sick leave bonuses, payment of sick leave days to retirees, mandatory salary increases from ADE like we had this year, board approved adjustment, job reassignment, move from bachelor's to master's degree, and so on. And so we have to compare this every year. So this is the State Department's way of monitoring to make sure that we stay in line with our salary schedules. And so this has to be board approved, so I'm asking you to approve the 5% salary increase resolution.
Any questions? If not, we'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the 5% salary increase.
I second.
Director Carter,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Dillon,
Yes. Okay, I recommend that you approve the statement of assurances for the Cycle 2 that was submitted on today. And with Cycle 2, they do a lot of pulling with all our student programs, the equity compliance report, preschool reports come out of this, child nutrition, everything, concurrent credit, pretty much dealing with all academic programs and services that are provided to students. This is also where they pull some of the information as well for the school rating as far as the school quality goes with that, our school rating score that we receive each year, which we received on last week. So they pull information directly from these reports. So, and I just had to look over it today. And so I am certifying that I have thoroughly reviewed the Cycle 2. All the errors have been corrected and uploaded today. And I just need these documents signed, and we can get those turned in on tomorrow. So I make a recommendation that you approve that.
We've heard the recommendation. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Director Thomas,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Dillon,
Yes.
Harvey,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes. All right, executive session.
I have I'd like to make a little opening here. I'd like to recommend that we accept the resignation of Paul from the school board. We have to do it through the board.
So move.
Second.
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Dillon,
Yes.
Harvey,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
I'll make one more motion. I'm going to resign from this position as of effective right now.
So move.
Thank you.
Second.
Director Baker,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Yes. Harvey,
Yes.
Harold,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Mr. Ray into Paul Hoggatt's position, effective immediately tonight, to serve the 1 year to fulfill his term till election next year, November.
Do you live in that room?
You don't have to,
You don't have to.
when we checked it.
You don't.
Yes.
The motion.
Make a motion that we accept Mr. Ray immediately in position, in Paul Hoggatt's position. I need a second.
I second.
We repeat that, Director Conyers,
I make a motion that Richard Ray, effective immediately, take Paul Hoggatt's position till November next year, 2019, election, until we have another election for his position. So 1 year, from today till the next election.
I second.
Let me just say a question. You sure we don't, I'm okay with it, I'm good.
Yeah.
I just wanna make
Yeah,
sure.
we made sure. I don't have to live in the zone because he resigned. Just like, anybody could resign from a position, you can have anybody take that position for you until that next election. That way, we're filling that position. They don't have to run and you don't have to look for
Yeah, I
somebody.
know we don't have to run, you can appoint somebody,
Yeah,
right?
but you
And
don't have
we've
to
had-
appoint somebody from that zone. You
And
don't
we've
have
had
to.
people in other positions that don't live in the zone. You can do that.
Yeah, we asked. I called Mr. Porter and everything to make sure it was okay. He said, yes, you can absolutely do it.
We have a second.
Director Dillon. Yes. Conyers,
Yes.
Radford,
Yes.
Harold,
Yes.
Harvey,
Yes.
It's now 7:22, we're going to recess for executive session.
Okay,
All right, it's 7:26, we call the meeting back to order.
okay. I recommend that we hire,
Nothing was,
Nothing was, no action was taken.
thank you.
okay, I recommend that we hire Anna Bennett for the art teacher pending State Department approval.
So moved.
Second it?
Director Harvey,
Yes.
Harold,
Yes.
Dillon. Yes. Ray,
Yes.
Radford,
Yes.
Harold. I'm Conyers, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm trying to write and look.
Okay, I recommend that we hire Ms. Paulette Cartwright for the elementary parent facilitator.
So moved.
Second it?
Director Dillon.
Yes.
Ray.
Yes.
Conyers.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
Harold.
Yes.
Harvey.
Yes.
Anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. Third.
Okay, I need y'all signatures on some things.